Welcome to another Webinar Wednesday hosted by Profit Business Group. I am your friendly neighborhood GP consultant, Victor Deveau, and today I will be trying to help you make the most out of SmartView. SmartView was created by E1 Solutions as an alternative to Dynamics GP's Smart List reporting utility. SmartView enhances and improves upon nearly every aspect of Smart List, improving your user experience while you're working with and searching through your data. Today we'll look at some of my favorite features which make SmartView such a pleasure to use. SmartView's features range from small quality of life improvements all the way through to game-changing additional functionality. SmartList is limited in its search capability. There are only 4 search criteria that you're allowed to use, and the queries that you can do using those criteria are simple. You can only have a logical AND between all of them, or a logical OR between all of them. So A and B and C, or A or B or C. No combinations of ANDs or ORs. SmartView has an unlimited number of search criteria. It's a list that you can just keep adding onto, and it does allow for complex queries. You're able to do grouping of subqueries, so you can do A or B and C or D, that sort of thing. This enables you to do queries that SmartList just isn't capable of, and that's one of my most favorite things about SmartView is the additional functionality through improved querying. SmartView also has searchable drag and drop columns in a list just along the right hand side that we will see. This improves upon the functionality of SmartList where the columns are stored in a separate window, and if you wish to rearrange them you have to open up this window and move them around in a list. SmartView also allows us grouping, filtering, and subtotals of the report results, whereas for SmartList, what you see is what you get, and if you want to interact with it, you need to export it to Excel. SmartView has a number of other improvements as well. The underlying queries have been improved such that results are quicker to you, and favorites management has been improved with additional options as to sharing favorites between users, companies, classes, so on and so forth. So let's hop right in and take a look at my favorite improvements. We are going to start at the and more section of that list. With something that is just a personal pet peeve of mine. We have SmartView on the left, SmartList on the right, and one thing that always bothers me about the default SmartList is this vertical separator between the list of reports and the data area here. So you can't grab this to move it around and resize to make it easier to see what your favorites actually are here. To resize it, you have to right-click, increase width, and it just goes a set amount each way. Minor improvement, but SmartView, you are able to drag and drop this as you like. SmartView's flagship feature to me is going to be the improvements to searching. Here we are in the default SmartList. And its search window. As you can see, there is a total of 4 criteria available. You cannot get any more than that. And searching on them, you can either match all, which is a logical AND between each of the criteria, or match one or more, which is a logical OR between each of the criteria. SmartView, on the other hand, gives us a longer list available for criteria. You can just keep adding to this list as many as you would like. Furthermore, you can see I have a more complex query here, something that simply can't be done with SmartList, and this is a combination of anding and oring. So in here we have an OR group that is debit equals $100 or credit equals $100. We can then use this AND to say account number is equal to, and enter our account. And apply that, which is the results that I had here. We can refresh to show exactly that. This is simply something that can't be done in SmartList. You aren't able to combine anding and oring. Next, let's take a look at working with columns. In SmartList, if you wish to configure your columns, you need to go to this column button up at the top. You'll have your list of columns here. You can rearrange them using these ranking buttons along the right-hand side. You can remove and you can add using these buttons here. Add opens up another window. If you wish to find your field, you have to click the Find Next button and have it cycle through one at a time until you get the field that you're looking for. And then you can go back and re-rank them. In SmartView, the list of available columns is right on the right-hand side, and it has a filter right at the top. When you type in this filter, the list of fields is filtered on the fly. Once you find your desired account in here, grab it, drag it into the data area, and drop it. And we have another column. To rearrange the columns in your report, it is again drag and drop. As you move it along here, you can see the arrows pointing between the columns, and drop it there. If you wish to remove a column, again it is drag, pull out of the area so you see the X, and drop. Now let's interact with the results of our report. SmartList allows you to sort on a single column. SmartView improves upon that by allowing you to do multi-level sorting. You can see I've sorted the transaction date here. If we wish to do a multi-level sort, I can right-click on another column and add another level of sorting. You can see transaction date and account number. To continue with the drag and drop functionality, you can see up here there is a section that says drag a column header here to group by that column. So again, we can just grab one of our columns. Let's do account number, drag it up here. You can see the arrows appear in that area, and drop. Now all of the results are going to be grouped by the account number. You can do nested grouping in this manner as well by continuing to just drag and drop. And the grouping can be collapsed and expanded as you see fit. Furthermore, you can see that there are subtotals. Some of the reports will have these automatically. If they aren't there, you are able to right-click in this area and choose one of these options. I like this report, so much so that I want to save it for myself for the future, and perhaps even share it with a friend. Let's look at favorites management. Give my favorite a name. We can also give it a description. Down here we have options for who we want to share this with. We can assign it to all users, specific roles, specific users. We can also expand it to all companies or specific companies. And this improves on SmartList default, which generally used to either share it to everyone, to the system, or share it just to yourself. This allows a much more nuanced approach to managing your favorites. Our final demonstration will be the ever-popular speed test. If you watch in the lower left-hand corner, you can see it count up until it's completed the search. In this case, I am just filtering on a specific account with a maximum of 1,000 records. And let's watch down here in the lower left again. I'm just going to refresh. Takes a couple seconds here, 2 or 3 seconds each time. And that's just for 533 results. If we switch over into SmartView, I have a similar favorite saved here. Click on that. 0.09 seconds for 533 results. You can see we have the same filter just on that account number. And we're also set to a maximum of 1,000 records. So let's try that again. 0.09, 0.08, 1/10 of a second. That will save you so much time over the years when you are able to get your results in a fraction of the time that it takes in SmartList, particularly